One day, 15 years ago, you was covered in this ooze. It transformed us.
This song is about intercontinental ballistic missiles from my good friend Lil Kim.
Man, where'd this song come from? Sure, it'd be cool if there were more of them. Why did Karantos cockblock Darius from having roommate kick or keep? Wait, did he really? I feel like that'd be an amazing episode. Did you see Barbie or Oppenheimer? No, I keep hanging out with people who want to see the movies, and then we end up doing other things, and we don't see the movie. It will happen. Ooh.
If only Destiny paid Max instead, we would still be talking about spectrums, 12-year-olds, and sex dolls.
Hold on. Okay. Hi. Can you review the Sam Seed or an actual Justin Warrior debate? Justin Warrior? Sam is as bad as Emma.
Incorrect.
Okay.
And the one I want to talk about, or one of the ones I want to talk about, was recently did a video called Republicans Say 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre Lessons Shouldn't Discuss Racism. And in the video, we see someone ask the school superintendent for Oklahoma how schools could teach something like the Tulsa Race Massacre without running afoul the anti-CRT bill. And and instead of you guys, you don't show the full answer or the full interaction that the superintendent
What are you
did.
eating? I have almonds. I heard that peanuts bring down your LDL, and mine is like 7 points high, so I'm eating nuts now.
You played only the second part, the second half of his answer, kind of out of context. And then using that out of context clip, you and your co-host jumped to what I would categorize as unfair conclusions about this guy's position, about the positions of the government of Oklahoma. Because in the first part of the guy's answer, the superintendent, he says that Oklahoma should 100% teach the Tulsa Race Massacre. He says that the only way for American children to continue to make America the best country in the world is to learn from the mistakes of the past, that children should have a very clear, direct understanding of these events. He specifically says he doesn't want to hide any part of U.S.
Oh my God. Did anybody... I don't think we'll have time to go over today, but
That
probably
Destiny,
tomorrow.
you're going to try out Project L.
My whole life is a Project L. But I just can't stop winning. Oh my God, did anybody catch... Ooh, those spicy Trump indictments from yesterday. Yikes. Yikes. Politics is your job. Yeah, but we got kick or keep tonight, guys. Hello, Lickin.
Hey, Steven. Those dates I sent you in chat, did those work for you?
Man.
Yeah, I need you to decide so that things can be planned.
Christ.
There are certain things I can do without you, micromanaging, and certain things that are going to require your input, and this is one of them.
No, I know, you're right. This is what's like hanging in the balance right now. I'm pretty sure I have to go see Mel. I think from like the 13th to the 17th or 18th, probably 13th to the 18th. And then I have Jubilee in LA on the 19th. Meaning I'll probably be back here. I'm flying west to east, so it's a 3-hour loss.
And I wouldn't be cooking for you till the 21st, so I'd be getting in the 20th, getting everything prepped and all that.
Well,
so
you know what? 21st. Yeah, fuck it.
Deal
Like
done,
it.
set.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll get you the info for everything else.
Boom, boom. Okay, you're there. You're on.
All right, thanks, buddy. Bye.
Love you, babe.
Hey, dude.
Oh God. Hello.
Saw that you had Sam Cedar on your screen, and it got me kind of thinking. Like, I think
how did they get here
the
so
Democratic
fast?
Party could become incredibly, massively powerful and popular if they would just get rid of the stupid anti-gun bullshit.
True. Actually, super believe that. I
Yeah.
feel like if the Democrats got rid of the anti-gun shit and the Republicans got rid of the abortion shit, I feel like that's like both sides could increase their base massively without losing very many supporters. But both sides, neither side wants to give much on that, I think.
Yeah, well, like even in fairly conservative thinking areas, a lot of them tend to vote Democrat just because they realize voting Democrat benefits them more. So, like...
Yeah, I mean, we used to have, what are they called? Weren't they called Blue Dog Democrats? Weren't those like incredibly conservative people that still voted Democrat because of like unions and stuff? Am I crazy?
Yeah, unions, workers' benefits, like just a lot of different things. But, like, Sam Cedar has some of the stupidest fucking takes on guns, and, like, especially, like, the kind of QAnon sort of Trump supporter people who, like, literally believe the government is trying to take away all their rights, and they believe in some of these crazy conspiracies. Like, I'd imagine it really puts off those types of people, but even more moderate conservatives, like, just when you think of the idea of arbitrarily taking somebody's rights away for really no justifiable reason, it scares them off, and you hear fucking people like Sam, like, not only, you know, like, the stuff about Rittenhouse is pretty cringe. But,
I mean, Sam Cedar is self-admittedly would probably say he's like an extreme, well, not an extremist, but he'd say he's far left, right? So I mean, like he sits in a far part of the political spectrum, right?
Well, I don't think he's too far from, like, at least a stance on guns from a lot of Democrats. Like, he had a really cringe take on Rittenhouse. It was stupid. That debate you had with him was fucking hilarious. He would have guzzled gallons of his cum if he was black. But on top of that, he was coming up with this idea that gun manufacturers should be open to lawsuits to victims of, like, firearms violence.
Yeah,
so,
unfortunately,
like,
I think even Hillary Clinton was a supporter of this position. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's just... I didn't mind her saying it because there was no fucking shot anything like that would ever pass in Congress because that's such an unbelievably stupid position, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Like, you'd have to open up, like, you know, auto manufacturers to lawsuits because of the, like, Toronto van attacker and shit.
Sure, yeah.
Like, they're not... But, I mean, when you have a lot of people who, at least online, are kind of, what people are going to be exposed to when it comes to left-leaning politics and what the Democratic Party is all about, and I didn't know that about Hillary, but like, holy crap! If it goes up that high, where you see this like insane anti-gun bullshit, not even like, okay, well, let's just have universal background checks, whatever. Like literally just trying their best to dig and scratch at like every little, possibility they might have to take away your right to bear arms. Why is the fucking Democratic Party doing this?
Guns
Like,
are
they would have
spooky.
no
It plays well to the
trouble.
base. I mean, people like to hate on guns, especially spooky rifles.
It doesn't make, like, no one in the Democratic Party is not going to fucking vote Democrat because they have a base take on guns. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I
if they
agree.
can,
But it's like it's the easiest virtue signal rally after like mass shootings. Like Trudeau was like
Yeah.
hyping up the Texas shooting in Uvalde or whatever when they were doing gun legislation in fucking Canada. So I mean, like, yeah.
By the way, since handguns have been banned here nationwide, there have been an insane amount of fucking weird shootings. So not only are they happening during the day, but they're also happening very frequently in places that you'd normally never see shootings. So like it's virtue signaling horse shit, but like if they're so worried about people like Trump, like why don't they just drop this shit? It's so stupid, and they know it doesn't work.
I don't know if it doesn't work. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Maybe. I don't know how much that like riles the base up to go and vote. But yeah, I mean, like I don't disagree. I feel like guns are a really stupid thing to rally behind. I think it completely alienates people in the center and a lot of like conservative Democrats, because there are a lot of socially conservative Democrats who probably don't mind guns that much. It's just but it plays really well on TV and on Twitter and shit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I would just like more people in the actual Democratic Party to actually think for a second how it might actually affect election outcomes, and not just think about how it makes them look on TV. Like, oh my god, that's a politician that wants to make a difference. Like, at the end of the day, nobody's going to vote for Trump because Biden wants to expand firearms rights. All the same people are going to vote for these people, and then you're also going to get way fucking more like Republicans and people on the far right voting Democrat because they know their guns are going to be safe. And on top of that, like literally every other fucking Democratic policy benefits them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. But I mean, I say the same thing
Yeah.
about Republicans. If they could just be like a little bit less racist, and then if they could just stop fixating so
Yeah.
much on like abortion, I think those are also major polarizing issues that don't benefit the party much. There's no Republican that's not going to vote for like their Republican guy because Republicans don't have like huge positions on abortion anymore or whatever. I don't think they need to fixate so hard on it, but.
Yeah, I think Republicans getting rid of their like anti-abortion bullcrap and their racism, I don't think that would help them nearly as much as it would help the Democrats if they ended up being pro-gun.
Maybe. I feel like the Republicans have a massive untapped reservoir of voters in minority communities because I think minorities tend to run way more socially conservative than a lot of people in the United States, especially people on the left, realize. Like, minorities strictly vote for Democrats on economic policies, but socially they're going to align with Republicans way more in terms of being with traditional values, not as big on the LGBT stuff, probably being more religious. But Republicans just are totally blinded to that entire demographic because they're so racially oriented in a lot of their...
like
a lot of their stuff.
That is true, but the issue is too, like, on their actual policy positions, like especially these days, like, why would you vote for them? There's just literally no reason to vote for Trump or DeSantis or anybody.
I mean, maybe, but I don't even know how many people vote for policies these days. I don't think people think about it that way. If you ask the average Trump voter, like, what policies of Trump did he like, probably 85% of them couldn't name a single policy.
Well,
and then 14% of the
voters.
rest would say the tax cuts. Like, that's it.
Well, Trump voters. And they don't even realize the tax cuts don't even benefit them.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it actually did benefit quite a few middle and lower class people, right? Because didn't it double the standard deduction, I think, in the United States, which was probably helpful. And I think it lowered, some of the federal posted rates, I think.
I think it only really affected people making like over 400,000 a year, didn't it? That's like nobody.
No, I don't think so. I'd have to go
Like
back and
his
look it up. I'm
voting
pretty sure
base?
it might have helped them the most, but I'm pretty sure it was across the board tax cut.
I don't think it was. You might be right, but I'm pretty sure it only really benefited people making like over 400,000 a year. But yeah, I just wanted to come on, spew, you know, what I was thinking because I just saw you reacting to Sam.
Okay. Well,
All right, well, take care, man.
have fun. What? Why does he hate Meow so much? Can somebody explain?
History. But that answer wasn't played, in your guys' show. And you only played the second part of his answer where he says he would never tell a kid that they are inherently racist because of the kid's skin color. And he continues to say that you can teach about these historical incidences as long as you don't blame the behavior on immutable characteristics. And from just that clip, you accused him of denying the existence of white supremacy, the KKK, the racial motivations behind the Tulsa Race Massacre. You refer to him and the state of Oklahoma as
Jesus Christ, this monologue. Okay, RTBA, give me the reason. What? Just type in chat right now, clearly. Why do you hate Meow so much? Literally stupid spam for golden shit that doesn't exist. You brain dead chimp gnome bitch. People spam emotes all the time. Who cares? How many times do we spam the nails emote or any other fucking random emote? Did I put Meow in my kick chat? Do we have it there? Oh, it's on like 7TV or whatever. Oh, I think he's just mad because there's like, I think Cake built into the site, there's like a 1% chance that if you type in Weow, I think there's a chance if you type in 2 of them that there's like a golden Weow that'll appear. But it's only given out to like 10 chatters a day, I think. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Stop. You guys are gonna get nuked. You guys are actually gonna get fucking permaban. Stop. I'm just kidding. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. Stop. Okay, take a break. Okay.
propagating lost causes.
Do I have a keeper kick happening today? Is anything happening today?
Which is the idea of casting slave owners as benevolent, downplaying the horrors of slavery, and saying the Civil War wasn't about slavery. You compared his statement and the anti-CRT bill to being similar to the conditions that caused the Tulsa Race Massacre in the first place. You referred to this anti-CRT legislation as upholding the Confederacy. You said he and the state were trying to remove the fact that the Tulsa Race Massacre was motivated by race and racism, and you all agreed to call him a white supremacist. So I guess what I'm confused about is how, from his answer, you derived all these conclusions.
Obviously, I don't have all the
bear genocide wheel never happened.
Necessarily recall the
The
video, but
golden
I'll
wheel does
stipulate
not exist.
everything you've said.
What happened to his voice? Hello?
Would you just repeat to me the last thing he said about immutable characteristics?
I can read you his direct thing if you want me to.
Yeah, just repeat what you had just told me in that setup.
Okay, well, what I told you was that he said, the way I described it was, he said you can teach about historical incidences as long as you don't blame the behavior on immutable characteristics.
Okay. So what do you think he's talking about when he says blame the behavior of the Tulsa massacre?
He's saying that, what I interpreted what he was saying, because the question asked was, how does teaching the Tulsa race massacre...
I know that, but I'm saying, like, when he
well, no,
says...
I'm trying to answer the question.
Okay.
He's, because the person says, how does teaching this incident not run afoul of the CRT or the anti-CRT legislation? And his answer is that he's saying that he would never teach a child that the child is inherently racist because of their skin color.
No, but that's not what he said. What he said was, will you just read the quote?
He said, I would never tell a kid that because of your race, because of the color of your skin or your gender or anything like that, that you are less of a person or are inherently racist. That doesn't mean doesn't mean you don't judge the actions of individuals. You can absolutely do that. Historically, you should. This was right. This was wrong. They did this for this reason. But to say it was inherent in that because of their skin.
Wait, did I delete 5 iron alloys somehow? What the fuck?
You're saying that race defines a person. I reject that. So I would say to you to be judgmental of the issue of the action of the content of the character of the individual, absolutely. But let's not tie it into his skin color and say the skin color determines that.
Okay. So the idea that the Oklahoma massacre was simply a function of some bad individuals, to me, is absurd. It is contrary to historical context. I mean, let's be clear. The Oklahoma massacre was not the only massacre that took place in the post-Reconstruction years. There were dozens. There were political coups. There were assassinations. They were white people taking out black political people and black wealth. And the idea that this was simply a function of individuals, but not a function of an ideology that came out of in the wake of the Civil War is just, I'm sorry, it's ludicrous. And just the idea that this is going to be, you cannot consider the question of race, which I guess is the immutable characteristic that he's referring to, right? That race plays no part in white supremacy is a total denial.
I do bitch kick a Chad.
I mean, and look, let me be clear. Like, I think white supremacy is a practice that we all largely in this society engage in, including black people. And because it's something that has been so ingrained into the society, into the fabric of our society, that it is, it's almost like, it's almost in many respects, it's involuntary. There are, to be sure, there's a lot of white supremacy that is much more voluntary and much more you're aware of for some people. But broadly speaking,
Chewy Do Tui. Did Chewy Do Tui get banned? RTBA, this is your verbal warning. The next warning is a write-up. There.
We make choices every day that are a function of white supremacy, that are a function of white supremacy. The idea that the Oklahoma race massacres was not a function of the whiteness and the blackness of the people involved, I'm sorry, it's just, in my mind, it's
when are we getting a Fear and Hunger playthrough for content?
I don't know.
Ask your mom.
I don't know. Remember the exact context of the guy. I don't remember the guy whatsoever. And but that view, in my mind, is both a white supremacist view, which again, I believe that white supremacy is something that we can practice unconsciously.
Right.
And I believe that subscribing to that view is certainly what ultimately leads to more egregious acts of racism. And it also is, I think it is completely consistent with the impetus behind the lost cause. I think, frankly, the whole assault on CRT is also denial of systemic racism. I mean, it is also, I think, like a fictionalized version of what CRT in fact is. And I would also say that, like, the goal of these laws is, in my mind, twofold. It is, one, to make it so that people who would teach about questions of race to self-censor themselves, because these things are written in such a vague manner, and particularly in the case of like Florida, where you have empowered people, and I think the Oklahoma law is modeled after this. You empower people to sue a school district. They're going to err on the side of not bumping up against that law because it's so costly for them, and it's cheaper for them to avoid anything that is even remotely close to that. I mean, it's the same thing with abortion bans. That's why you have doctors saying, like, I'm not going to perform an abortion on an ectopic pregnancy because I'm not going to lose my license and go to jail. And so that type of ambiguity around the law is not a bug, but rather a feature of that law. And then I would also say that on top of that being the purpose of the law, it is, and I think we're seeing this in Florida, which has been the pioneer in this stuff, that the next step is a beginning to proffer more, I would say, the racism denial, like in the form of the attempt to rewrite
the way that some people talk, I can never tell if I'm just getting old and stupid, or people just, they say so much, and I feel like it can be said so much more succinctly. Am I crazy? Sometimes I feel like when people talk, it's like, I feel like you could have said this 5-minute sentence in like 20 seconds. I don't know, maybe.
Curriculum to say that slavery provided personal benefits for the enslaved. So yeah, I mean, I don't remember the specifics of the video you're talking about, but largely based on his comments, regardless of what he's saying to mitigate that, I think that his understanding of both that law and of the Oklahoma massacre is completely consistent with white supremacy.
I think you misinterpret what he was saying.
Why did you misinterpret what he's saying?
Right. Well, I will say, because I think. So my understanding of what he was saying, he didn't say anything that, like, you can't teach that the Tulsa Race Massacre was motivated by racism or animosity towards black people. Because the first sentence he says is, I would never tell a kid that because of your race, because of the color of your skin, that you are less of a person or inherently racist. Now you can disagree with how he defines CRT, but in the anti-CRT bill, it says specifically that you can't teach that someone is inherently racist because of their skin color. And so he's saying that's the element that you shouldn't teach. He's not saying you can't teach that the people involved in the Tulsa Race Massacre were motivated by racism.
I mean, can you put up his full quote? Because I wasn't responding to that part, obviously. I was responding to the second half. You said something like that the events were not a function of some immutable characteristics.
He said, I would never tell the kid that because of your race, because of the color of your skin or your gender or anything like that, that you were less of a person or inherently racist. That doesn't mean that you don't judge the actions of individuals. You can absolutely do that. Historically, you should. This was right, this was wrong, they did this for this reason. But to say it was inherent, this is where I see it's key. But to say it was inherent in that because of their skin is where I say that is critical race theory.
I will tell you.
I think I understand what the original guy is saying. And I think I see the disagreement. So the guy said, you cannot teach that it sounds like they're talking about the Tulsa race riots. You cannot teach that the Tulsa race riots were done because they were white people and white people do these things. But it doesn't mean that you can't teach that. That doesn't mean you can't mention that that racism was involved, essentially. Hold on one second. Stalk Rage Pope. Tell Destiny he's wrong and my ban is retarded. Jacob links this. Barbellmedicine.com, a basic guide to
I
cholesterol.
know people say things in way too many words because they need to quadruple
Control
quantify
F,
/
nuts.
qualify their point to make it make sense.
Replacing a significant portion of animal-derived saturated fats with unsaturated fats from fish like salmon, nuts like walnuts and almonds, avocados, olive, canola oil, or other plant sources results in large decreases in blood cholesterol and decreases risk. Good one.
That had those people who committed who flew the planes that bombed the wealthy neighborhood.
Don't ban the messenger. We do ban. Hello, have you seen 300? I haven't actually seen that movie, but don't they kick the messenger into the hole? Was he just a messenger? I have no idea.
Black wealthy neighborhood in Oklahoma. Had they been black, they would not have done that. I think we can all agree on that, right?
He's not saying that they wouldn't have done it if they were black or if they weren't black. He's saying that they didn't do it because they were white. That's what it sounds like. That's what the original quoted guy is saying.
Sam, I don't think either one of us are disputing that those people were racist as fuck, and that we should be able to teach that. But the thing is, though, if people are saying because those people were racist in the past that you are in fact racist, or that any particular race is inherently racist as some sort of like biological determinism, that's the problem.
Well, first off, I don't think CRT in any way whatsoever teach.
Wait, I can't tell if Pisco has just become a jerk or anti-fan. Wait, what is this? They did do it because they were white and racist. Haha. Being white was essential? I can't tell that's a true statement, or if you're just like taking the piss. What a retarded statement. It is not an essential quality of being white to be racist. They might have been racist against black people because they were white, to be racist against black people in that point in U.S. history, you needed to be white, but that doesn't mean that every white person is racist. It's not a necessary condition of being white to be racist. That's what the argument is about right now. That's what these people are talking about.
Is that because people were racist in the past, they are inherently racist now. The CRT doesn't even come remotely close to teaching anything like that.
Well, kind of does, but
What is this?
Like, I don't think Donald Trump is going to.
I think their whiteness was a necessary condition for the racism. That's what I mean. That's not what's being argued, though. What's being argued is that they were racist because they were white, or that's what the quote implies. Not that being white was a necessary condition, but both a necessary and not even necessary and sufficient. It's the what's the dude, I should take a prop logic class. It's like if A, then B, but he's saying if B, then A. But if A, then B, it doesn't like if they were white, no, I don't even think that would be the logic that would fit here. I don't know why I'm even trying to make an analogy. This is really simple to understand. If you can't understand this, go talk to Rage Pope and he'll help you figure it out. This is really obvious. The guy just because somebody was white in the past didn't make them racist. There were racist white people, but it doesn't mean that all white people are racist or were racist, or that's the only thing that made them racist, which is being white. There's a better. I'm not gonna use analogies. That's super easy and obvious to understand. I don't know why I would even try to make an analogy of that. You should understand that. Okay.
Prison before the election.
I don't think so either.
So, I don't think Donald Trump is going to prison before the election.
I don't think so either.
So this is really just, in my opinion, I hope this term isn't the wrong term to use. It's just theater. It is. If Trump loses the election, then this stuff will process forward, and it'll be a good reason for the Republican Party to kind of get rid of him because he's a twice loser, and who wants to keep that around, right?
Right.
But if he wins the election, this all goes away. So is that really an expression of the rule of law?
Is that even true? Pretty sure they would be like the president pardoning himself from crimes is like, I think that's like theoretical. I don't know if it would actually work in practice that way. I'm not sure if anybody knows in practice how that would actually go.
I don't think so.
I mean,
and why'd they take so long to prosecute? Why did they wait?
Because arguably it's one of the most important investigations in the totality of U.S. history. Why didn't they just fucking file the charges as soon as they fucking found
till the third year of the Biden presidency, this stuff happened.
This case has to be, in my opinion, in my uneducated opinion, this case needs to be like an open and shut. Like, you are like 99.9% of the way there. You're at like beyond probable doubt when you submit the fucking indictment at that point. Because holy fuck, if you're bringing weak ass federal charges against a running and prior president of the United States of America, yeah, it's not surprising that they might have taken a while to make sure they had all their ducks in a line for this.
Many years ago, they could have filed charges before.
Am I retarded? What do you mean by in practice? If it's theoretically possible, is it not necessarily possible? Theoretically, I believe the president of the United States can pardon federal charges against people that are federally charged The idea of the president of the United States pardoning himself, though, is an obvious, not good thing. Obviously, there are going to be a lot of people looking at how our government functions, both in the government and citizens of the government, that are going to be looking and going, well, is that really true? Can a president of the United States really do that? Is that actually the case? That if Donald Trump murders somebody in Washington, D.C. or whatever and picks up a federal murder charge, could he just snap his fingers and walk out of jail? Is that really how that works? Is that really what we're going to say? That's a, you can say on paper, yes, but I don't know if the United States of America would necessarily function in that way. I think that a lot of people would look at that as not a good thing.
I don't think Donald Trump is going to prison. I think it's way more likely that Biden pardons Trump than Trump goes to prison before the election.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. I don't think Biden would pardon.
There's no shot Biden pardoning Trump. And it doesn't even make sense. Because people will compare it to like the pardon of like Nixon and shit. I'm really taking my ass. I need to go and reread on it. My understanding is the reason why Nixon was pardoned was because the idea was, listen, we're in the next era. We have a new president. We're moving past it, okay? We're not going to have the country descend into chaos as we get at each other's throats for this shit. We saw what happened. Everything's in the air. We did the impeachment, and now we're past it, right? So whether or not you think that's a good or bad, like, pardon, fine, whatever. That is way different. You retarded fucking conservatives need to get it in your head that you fucked up hard with Donald Trump and you do need to be punished for it. You absolutely need to lose your shit for it. Your party is gonna fucking crumble for a while, at least one election cycle, but you deserve it. This was the deal that you made when you voted for an absolute fucking lunatic that the entire world could see was a fucking lunatic into office. And you did it and you played that game and you got 4 years, you got your 3 Supreme Court judges, and now you lose your ass on it. Like you can't pardon somebody for that type of egregious offense. It's fucking insane. We're not even talking about pardoning him for not the one, but are we pardoning him for a second impeachment? What a wild statement to even make if it was over the January 6th stuff. But like, that's notwithstanding the other federal charges that he's facing. I don't know if there are any more federal indictments that were waiting to come down, but like, no, sorry, but Donald Trump doesn't just get a clean pardon to like walk away from this. Also, I could be wrong, but was that Nixon's first term or was that Nixon's second term? I think we would be looking at Nixon a lot differently if he tried to run again after getting pardoned. I think that people would look at Nixon and be like, oh, that was a second. Okay, so we didn't have to worry about that. I think that the feelings would be a lot different if Nixon was pardoned and then ran again for president. I think that the mood of the country would be significantly different. Maybe I'll eat my words. I mean, you can come back at it, but I super don't believe that, I super do not believe that Donald Trump is getting pardoned for these charges. Absolutely unfucking believable. He did run again, they showed in Futurama? Oh, well, fuck me.
I think it's way more likely that Biden pardons Trump than Trump goes to prison before the election.
Right.
That's my personal opinion. I don't think Biden would...
Trump probably won't go to prison for that's not even a brave... Well, at least he's learned how to couch his predictions more. Trump's probably not going to prison soon because these cases are going to take quite a while. I don't think these cases are going to be done in a year, right? Maybe? Probably not. Almost certainly not. No, these are really, really, really big.
Pardon him before the election because he wants to be able to use that cudgel of, look, he's a criminal, he's being charged, and look how much drama there's going to be, and you don't want that in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's part of Biden's appeal is like, I'm not Trump. Yeah, I'm disappointing. Yeah, I'm never going, I'm in the...
This guy is such a fucking loser, dude. He doesn't deserve to look like Jesus with that hair. Can he pardon himself if he becomes the president? Nobody knows. Orange is the New Black. Can't wait to have my first president working in a prison. Sam Cedar versus actual justice warrior on crime. Holy Jesus. Wait, we didn't even finish this.
But we can talk about something else.
But not really. No, actually, no.
That's what you meant when you said we're all engaged in white supremacy, because the idea is that since our society was set up,
that's actually not critical race theories either. Critical race theories is that there are institutions and functions of society that are set up that are a function of racism in the sense that there's diminished. So, for example, it is statistically far more likely that your neighborhood, if you are black, will be 10 to 20 degrees hotter in the summer, in the peak of the summer. Now, do you know why that is? If you were black, it would be significantly more likely that your neighborhood is actually hotter.
The question though is
and
that
the reason, and the reason is because there are less trees that are planted in urban areas. There are less trees planted in neighborhoods where there are black people. That's just a fact. And the reason why that is because there's less political power and less money in those neighborhoods. This is just a fact. And this is a measurable fact.
I think we should stick to the point that we want. Okay, we should stick to the point of the bill because I don't dispute any. I don't dispute anything that you're saying.
We can have a protracted conversation. Maybe we would in the future. I'd be interested to have this about what CRT is, because I've actually read way too much about CRT and read too much academic literature on CRT. But instead of debating that, the thing that I want to talk about with this is that you can disagree with Oklahoma or this guy's interpretation of how they define CRT. But that would be different than saying, well, they're claiming you can't teach that the Tulsa Race Massacre was motivated by racists, which when I'm looking at his words, he's not saying that. And when I look at the law, it doesn't appear to say anything like that either.
I mean, in the words that you just said to me, that this actions was not a function of an immutable characteristic. That to me says these people did not attack that neighborhood in Oklahoma because the people were black. And these people did not attack and the attackers did not do so.
There's a confusion. There's a confusion going on here, Sam. You're talking about the immutable characteristics of the blacks, but I think he's talking about the immutable characteristics of the whites being racist. So if you're saying that the people who attacked have an immutable characteristic of racism and that's why they attacked, you are also saying that people today who are white have this same immutable characteristic of being racist. That's the problem.
I think that attack would not have happened if those attackers were not white.
So do you think white people have an immutable characteristic of racism?
Within the context of our society? Yeah, I think that there is. Well, I don't know that is.
Careful.
I think, no, the question isn't whether the racism is immutable. The question is whether the whiteness is immutable.
Well, what is
in the
whiteness?
sense that? Well, in the sense that, I mean, I'm using the way that this guy is talking about it, because I don't believe that this guy thinks that race is a social construct. I mean, I'm talking about the way that he is using in this context. He is talking about race. When he says immutable characteristic is race, and I would say that yes, I think that it is inherent in our society. And like I say, I think both black and white people share in some function of white supremacy. But I think the whiteness of those people was the primary motivating factor in their attacking.
What do you mean by whiteness? How are you defining whiteness?
In the context of people in 1921?
Yeah, their behavior is being motivated by whiteness.
Well, no, not in the. I think the key thing is, to be clear, you don't believe. I'm assuming you don't believe that, not like whiteness, like what does whiteness mean? But you don't believe that just because someone is white, that means that they're inherently racist, right?
No, I don't think. Well, I mean, look, I happen to think, no, not inherently. I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by necessarily inherently.
It's an immutable characteristic that you're born with, in the same way that you're born with skin color.
Well, you're saying no, that racism is an immutable characteristic, right. And I'm not saying that.
Okay,
I know. That's what I'm trying to clear up.
I'm not saying that racism is immutable.
Right. That's what the guy.
That's what the guy is saying on the quote.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He's saying that you can't teach that racism is immutable.
Read the quote back to me again, please.
I would never tell a kid that because of your race, because
no, I know
of the
that
color
part.
of your skin.
Oh my God!
Oklahoma.
Sorry, hold on.
Hello? Steven?
Hello?
Hey!
Who is this?
I'm a new viewer.
Oh, what? Okay, give me like 20 seconds. Hold on. People are sending me fucking voice notes now. Chill. 1 second.
Kind of rude, dick.
Jesus. Okay. What do you?
All right.
What do you want?
I think Corantos has an immutable characteristic of being a dog shit co-host.
Okay, well, you say that, but in 20 minutes, we're about to start one of the most...
Yeah, but listen,
elite-
moving forward,
Yeah.
I've got a great idea, right? You pay this fucking ignorant clown all this money, right, to run the show and host all the show. What if you cut his pay in half and just made him the back-end guy, and then I'll co-host, and you don't have to pay me anything?
Yeah, and you want to get all the viewers and everything and all that?
No. That's what I just said. He's the back-end bitch. Because he's all right at that, but he's a fucking idiot when it comes to co-hosting. He's terrible at it, and I'm kind of a master of it. So I just, the sake of my friendship with you and the fact that I want your show to be better, kick him the fuck off the front end, lock him in his little Somalian cage on the back end. He does all the micromanaging shit behind the scenes, make sure people show up on time, make sure, get all the people, do all the people shit, and then we'll actually do the show so it's not so shit each week. And that saves you $5,000 a week too.
I don't pay him $5,000 a week, you fucking...
Oh, I thought you pay him $10K a show. Whatever, just cut it. You cut his wages. I don't need your money. And then you're saving.
What do you,
I know you like money.
Wait, so why the fuck would you do the show?
Because I love it, to be honest. I like doing the type of podcast shows. But I don't want to do the back end work. I've done that part before. I hate that part. The only part I enjoy is the front end. The show itself.
Okay, if I tell you to do this, can you remember this? Are you ready?
Okay, what?
Can you shoot me a DM tomorrow morning about this so that it's in my DMs and then I'll process this?
Okay. Well, yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. I love you.
All right. I love you.
Bye. Okay.
Pocket watching to the max.
Hold on. What? Stop. Never mind. No. No. Nope. What did I even... No. Okay. Christ on a fucking... Do I have a show tonight? We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Do you understand
what
the first sentence is saying what I'm saying?
That that the color of your skin dictates whether you are racist or not?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's a helpful thing to teach people.
No, but you understand. I understand, but you understand that that's what he's saying in the first sentence, right?
I believe so. But
Okay.
let's go. I mean, can you pop up the quote on the screen?
I can send it to Adam. I guess.
Yes.
I don't know how to do this.
Can you put it in like some type of chat or something?
Yeah, put it in the side chat.
Yeah, actually, I can just copy and
But
paste it.
I would also say, like, and I'm happy to continue to have this conversation. But the idea that we could be talking about this for 25 minutes and you say that it's misinformation, but it's clearly like we have different interpretations of what this guy said.
The beginning of the clip is crystal clear, though, Sam. It's undeniable what he's saying. So, since you have the transcript from the beginning of the video,
I've literally been denying your interpretation of what he's saying for 20 minutes, and now you're
It's
telling me
undeniable?
it's
Well, say that to me, the number one denier.
but it's deniable in the portion of the clip that you played, obviously, because that portion of the clip is kind of, you can interpret multiple different ways. But in the beginning of the clip, when the guy first asked the question, he says specifically that you can
Stephen,
teach the Tulsa
this is unfair.
race riot.
Some people say I'm a wheeler, but I am not a wheeler. I got muted for 12 hours by the bear for simply informing someone of wheel lore. This is a travesty and unconstitutional. I throw myself at the mercy of DGG.
You guys are gonna get clawed.
You can teach about slavery. You can teach about slavery being the worst thing ever.
Okay. But to say it was inherent in that because of their skin is where I say that is critical race theory.
Yeah.
Hi.
Look, you don't need another host. You just need Karantos to make a fucking Discord and to invite everyone that's ever been on the show in it and anyone that might be interesting and anyone that they think might be interesting. And then that'll fix literally everything.
No.
How will it not?
I want that to be part of my Discord. It grows my Discord. It's good to have larger people in there. It makes it possible to do events in the future, but I'd rather have everything in my Discord rather than outsource it
No. So they do both. They will join the Kick or Keep Discord just so that they can, like, Karantos can, like, communicate with everyone all at once.
If he can't communicate already through Discord or through group chats or through whatever, why would he be able to? Why would communicating through another Discord?
There
be any
isn't
different?
ever a group chat. That's the problem.
But
This is
why-
so
if he can't- I don't-
surprising. A woman with terrible opinions.
Right, because we need another, like, budget Zerka who just comes in being
muted
sexist and
you.
retarded.
Okay,
Well,
I
good.
muted
Just
you. And we're not
fuck
sexist,
off then.
we're
Why
just a
come in
cunt.
here when I'm talking?
Because your idea is shit, and I want to intervene before you put some fucking devil leeches in my friend's
It's
brain.
shit to make a Discord.
Kelly
for
Jean,
Kick or
I've
Keep.
literally been doing
That's-
these type of shows for 10 years. The Discord shit you're talking
You
about.
just want to be a host. You don't literally want to
Turns
do
into a
anything
satanic
else. You
fucking
don't want to
cult. It
help with
sucks.
any of the back end stuff. You've already said you
Yeah,
don't
but
want
the
to do any of that.
okay, but I know it sucks. I can still be an advisor.
Well,
without
okay. Well,
the
you
lead
don't
of
want to
it.
do any of it. So why are you
Wait,
here
wait,
giving
wait,
an
wait. Does
opinion
the
on something you
president
don't
not
want
have
to do?
advisors? He hires people smarter than him to advise him on things he doesn't know about. All right, I do know about.
So
this
why
shit.
are you talking?
What you're talking about's wrong because I have 5 years of experience doing these types of big shows. This is my
Why
wheelhouse.
do you think anything I've just said had like? Firstly,
The whole
I've been in the
Discord
same
thing?
Discords on the same shows that you have. Hence
Yeah, but
not
it's
why you know
always
who
in
the
the
fuck
main
I am.
person's Discord.
That doesn't mean that I'm unaware of how it works. Karantos hasn't done anything that is suggestive of a group chat. That is the problem. A Discord can be used in place of a group chat. Otherwise, he's always individually messaging people, or even messaging people via Destiny, which is obviously not
Well,
ideal.
then you just
Especially
make a
since he
role
doesn't
in
even have a
Destiny's
fucking
Discord.
Twitter anymore. What?
The most you would do, you just make a role for in Destiny's Discord and a channel specific for Kick or Keep members.
So the problem with
But don't
that is
separate it across.
you could make a separate part in Destiny's Discord, right? But the problem is the notifications of that. If you just have one separate small Discord, they have to join Destiny's Discord as well anyway, or they can't be in the voice. I'm not suggesting that the voice stuff is done in this Discord. I'm suggesting that the organization, communication, and ability for people that are all in the Discord to talk together will happen in it.
Yeah, the
Like
most, the
Dantes
only
has a
concerning
separate
to-
Discord for his. Zerka had a separate Discord for his. Everyone that's done all these panel shows has had a separate Discord specifically for the panel shows themselves.
Well,
Yes,
not the ones
and you know
I've
that.
done. No, not the ones I've done. But then again,
Like
I
what
haven't done one of those
ones?
shows.
What ones? Which ones?
Well, my shit's all from the Raj days. We didn't do separate Discords back then. It's
Raj, like
it's cool.
how far you're going back. Not enough people even fucking used Discord at the time.
Yeah, it was the good old
Like
days.
I used to
we were
be on
doing our
Titty
shows in
Tuesdays, and that was
Ventrilo.
fucking ages ago.
It was the good old days. Ventrilo Discord shows. The only issue is like the whole inviting whoever you want type shit.
Quiznos 10K
That's
show
the part that I
contact
don't
edition.
No, this
Do it.
is so you have available regulars in case people drop out
Oh
or,
yeah,
are
like
sick
back,
or get hit
no,
by a
for sure.
bus. That's
yeah,
what
no,
I'm saying.
I agree with you. That I just don't like the whole invite anyone you think is good shit because then it becomes a cock measuring contest for people, and it gets fucking weird. But if you just have like a slowly building Discord over of people that are coming on or have been on in the past, yeah, that's totally fine. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's literally just what I was suggesting.
Well, he also needs to do the.
Well, maybe we should hire Kelly
was,
Jean to be your back-end coordinator. She seems a lot smarter than Krontos. That guy's a fucking idiot.
That's not going to be enough.
I'm not
though.
okay.
We
Like,
don't have
I'm
a
not
network of
like
people
everyone
yet.
is dunking on Krontos because it's easy, right? And I get it. He is a bit incompetent, but
Uh-oh.
like, I like the idea that he came up with, even if he did just yoink it. Fine, he does fine as a host, right? I'm not here to dump on him. It's unnecessary. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I want to see it continue because it's nice to have a regular panel show that happens here. And if Krontos fucks it up too much, then it might end up.
No, I think he does
nothing for anyone.
fine, like with the like organization
What about you
aspects. I just think as a co-host, like on the show, he's abrasive.
Well, I don't think
and,
the
like,
organization is very good because he's moved it twice, and now Wick can't come on, and everyone's complaining that
Just
things
tap
Well,
are
then
being
fuck, I
moved
don't know
around.
what he's good
Go
at.
get the
Never
cord
mind.
right there.
I thought he was doing good with the back end. I don't really pay
Is
that
that
much
foundation
attention.
for
I just-
me or is that
I
foundation
just
for
hear it from chat.
Saudi Arabia and Indian? No, it's okay. It's fine. It looks okay. You're totally fine. You look like you graduated like 3 casts. Can you here? The cord is behind my computer down there. What? It's behind my computer down on the floor over there.
Destiny,
Go out to
put
eat.
out
10
make an
o'clock.
LLC for Kick or Keep.
Okay. No, fuck no, bro. I don't want to do all that shit.
We
No,
can
no, no.
hire.
There's yellow cables, 2 of them down there.
We can
Take
hire
one of them.
specific people
They're big,
for
very
specific
secure.
roles, dude.
Bring it back tonight, okay? What? No, bro, I'm ready. If you want to take a Soylent, you got to put the rest in the fridge. You've eaten so many of my Soylents. Are you gonna order a box for me?
I'll order you 10.
Yeah. Okay. The chocolate ones. Okay, sorry. And the full 20-ounce ones, not like the 16 ones or whatever. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Where'd you guys settle on? What is Lycan doing here? What are we doing?
Well, I came to say he needs to, whoever does this needs to do the claw shows. Not claw. What's his
Oh
name?
yeah, he's already doing that. Kron's already doing that.
Not claw, but he needs to do like 2 of those.
Mhm.
Did he say he's going to start them?
I thought he was
'Cause you
already
need, like,
doing it,
that-
isn't he?
Krontos
the
probably
king
just
shit?
needs someone to help him, and I'm
Like
not.
the- Are you talking
about where you
I'll do
recruit
that and
people?
say-
Yeah, the recruiter shows, the feeder shows.
Yeah, those are really good.
Like a lot of
That's how you
people
find
come from that.
hidden gems.
You got to build that network.
Yeah.
Which would
Well,
be
no,
easy
no,
to
that's-
do if
hold
you
on,
had a
hold on.
fucking separate Discord or something of that line to do it with.
That's good for like building, like getting in new people, but Destiny is his fucking tendrils, like socially in this sphere, are so massive. It's
Well,
not.
no one's saying that you can't like pull in extra people either. This is more like for backups. Of, like,
Yeah,
these
well,
people, so
it's
we don't
just-
have fucking.
You just want to find new slickers, new Zerkas, new people that no one have heard of that end up being stars, and then it keeps the show like fresh and shit. And those recruitment shows are the best way to get them. As long as he doesn't do that shit where he just invites on, like, do you remember what was his name? Doc.
Yeah,
The
that's
guy
what I'm
works
talking
for
about.
Raj.
The Gondok shows. He always had
Gondok
like,
shows were shit.
Yeah, but he
He
got, a
got
lot
to
of
the
people
point
from
where he'd
there.
just bring on like 4 girls and just flirt with them the whole time.
Before that time, yes, but he used to get a lot of people from there, and then Bob Seven would pick some up and like be watching, be a part of that.
Yeah, they had a whole ass fucking group do it. There was Bob, Clint, Claw, Doc. Like he had like B. Goolsby. He had like 5 or 6 fucking people out
So
there
what we
scouting.
learned from that is we don't get guys doing that. All right, there are some girls that we already like. Ninu knows that.
Or you just set a rule like, hey, you don't get to flirt with the fucking people. That
Yeah, you just don't let
Well,
anyone
okay,
mentally
guys,
ill
then. We
involved.
just
Listen,
get girls
like and
to
just
do it.
solve
Yeah.
all the
Shut it,
sexual
Bolsonaro.
harassment.
If
Just
not,
make it
could you
against
watch
the
them and
rules,
give your-
and then
Just
you don't have to
guys.
do it anymore.
Well, no, you say that, but there's a whole reason that you have sexual harassment training. Some people need to fucking hear it. Like, these are the bad things that can happen. So when you
Like
hire
in-
someone to do this, you say, hey, if you want this job, you cannot be fucking trying to date or fuck or flirt with.
That is such a
sexual
naive
harassment
thing. That's like
training
saying, "Oh,
video.
don't sexually
No, it'll
harass
still
them,"
happen.
and then
No,
you
no, no.
hire Darius
No,
or something
stop.
to do
No,
the job.
you're living
Like
not
it's
in
like,
the real world.
no,
You're
this
living-
is like something that would
Yes,
happen. That is the
absolutely.
problem.
Saying that kind
God.
of thing, the condition of your employment is you do not fucking touch the merchandise. That's it. You say that, and it's going to have a huge impact. Because then one fucking report, it doesn't matter if you did nothing wrong. One report,
No
you're
one's
done.
gonna want to do the show.
I don't wanna
That's
hear
why
it.
Pronto
Just
isn't here
get
today.
girls to do it, so it's not stupid. Easy.
He
fixes
found some
most
fucking
things.
girl from England. He's flying over to his Somalian hut, dude.
Can you chill? Yeah. So, are we? What are we doing tonight, guys?
Right, I just want
Alright,
to. You definitely
it's-
don't need me, right? You do have
Put
enough
the poll
people,
in chat,
I'm
that's
covered
me.
in paint. I need to know if I need to get the paint off. Alright.
I
Paint
don't.
is
I don't even
welcome
know
on
what
the
the.
show.
What is,
I'm veining props. I don't want to be asked last minute again. Please. Erudite? Is she there?
Yeah, sorry. I'm setting up my audio. I just couldn't hear you for a second. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I don't mean to do this. Is Kicker keep happening tonight? And if so, where and also what time?
Well, Counterpoint just
it's
messaged me
me.
asking, so there's a lot of hype for this episode I can see. Listen,
What's the answer to these questions? Do you know?
just
Darius, you're hired. Start a recruitment show.
Let's go! Let's go! I told this stupid retard Quiznos, I said, listen, I have great ideas. Let me go ahead and work with you. He told me no. So you know what?
Exactly. I wonder why we would say no.
Wait, is everyone here
Why
for
would
the
he say no,
Kicker keep
bitch?
right now?
Wait, why would he say no?
Put a poll in the chat. First round's over.
I don't know. Maybe you want someone that doesn't hit on all of the fucking cast members. Anyway.
Toronto's a pedophile or something? Why doesn't he hit on all the girls?
Wait, why are we saying Karandos is hitting on people?
Because it's wrong.
No, I was aiming that at Darius. All right, there's like 6 people in here.
Oh, that's
I didn't know if you were aiming that at
Ellie,
Destiny
no
or
one
not.
cares.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the? Okay, bro.
I have never had somebody, okay, not come to a show because I've been creepy or something. Okay, chill. All right.
Wait, that's not what I mean. I'm just meaning if you hit on people. Does Darius?
I don't hit on
cause
my
women
people
to
that are
not come
coming
on
here for
shows?
shows either.
I haven't
Okay.
hit on anybody.
There's been a lot of cute women on this Kicker Keep show. I don't think I fucking DM'd any, unless they DM'd me before coming on. I don't think I've like reached out to any of them. Okay, so no. Okay.
Well, you're a fool in a different way then.
That would be awesome if Destiny, the like super feminist, had his recruiters just trying to be a fucking weirdo to all the chicks on the recruitment shows.
Yeah.
That'd be a whole new drama arc, like another Mr. Girl fucking.
Yeah, that'd be great. I get another article. Yeah.
Wasn't that what Bob was doing with Gondok?
Exactly. That'll keep it interesting.
Let's go. Okay, dude.
We should probably let Darius
actually hire me. This is
That's exactly why we wouldn't hire you.
No,
For
you
fuck's
can get
sake.
2 times the viewers. Imagine I do something
Oh,
fucked
this
up.
is giving me mental
Okay,
illness.
new suggestion. We
2,000
split
million viewers. It'll go hard.
Split the job into 2. One is the co-host role. All you have to do is wake up and roll out of bed and be funny. I think Darius could own that role. And then the other person
Karantos
with the
already
talent.
does that. Like, come on, we're not
fuck
having
that.
like a
Who laughed
mutiny
at
where we
Quantos?
like get rid of the
I'm
person that's
saying-
not
You
even in the
telling me
room
what?
to defend himself.
Give me
I'm
What? Don't make me defend
Give me one
Karantos, alright? This is the
Quantos
worst
joke.
position
Give me
to
one
be in.
Quantos joke.
Shut up, Darius!
I'm saying an inevitability when Karantos loses his golden egg. Split his job into 2, hire Darius and somebody who's got a little bit of organization skills.
I think you missed the whole joke that no one's ever gonna fucking hire Darius, and that flew over your head or
They would
something.
hire me. I used to be an account manager, Steve.
He was a
For what?
he was a
Fucking
customer
Subway?
service. He was a customer service engineer, bro.
I was an engineer as well. That is true. I was
That
account
sounds like
manager.
a Subway artist, bro. Just with a big word at the end
Shut
of
your
it.
bitch ass up, nigga.
What were you engineering?
He's nuts.
Sexual assault cases?
Don't worry
Like,
about
anyway, if and when Karantos fucks up and loses his job, then you can have some kind of a battle royale to fight it out for the host
That would be
position. But the
sick.
point is, right now, we need someone that's actually the organizing part of
You
it.
should
there's
do
all
it.
this.
That
There's all
part's
So
this
people
talk
know when the
about
time
new
is and when it
blood.
is and everything else.
I think what you guys really need is some old blood. I think that could really kick the show off.
Wow.
Can you go to
All right,
Subway?
are you
Go to-
applying? It sounds like a giant application.
Mine's
I mean, I would never volunteer myself, but
What the fuck is Karantos anyway? It's like 3 minutes before.
Yeah,
it's
chill.
meant to
The
be.
show's
Why
not even
is he not
started
here?
yet. Why do
Yeah,
you
but why
assume-
isn't he defending himself?
He's-
Is it happening here? Is the show happening here?
Who knows? No,
Who
not.
knows? I don't know.
He's coming, guys.
Is he? I've DM'd him multiple times.
He's very bad at communication for being a showrunner.
He's on his way. Chill.
Why don't you fucking chill?
I am fucking chill.
You don't sound that fucking chill.
It's because I just fucked your mom.
Jeez. How was she?
Pregnant.
I've heard good things. You impregnated my 60-year-old mother?
Yeah, problem?
What do you have, super cum?
I'm just a godly
Just
man.
broke the barriers of menopause and made her vagina start working.
She was saving an egg just for me.
Forget Darius.
Jesus Christ.
He's a walking HR nightmare.
Steven, can
That's
you tell
awesome.
Xena, can you tell Xena I'm really rich? Like everything's coming up. I got this
Darius,
steak
I am
deal,
not gonna have
things are
any
better.
stake in any of that. You're fucking retarded. That woman is literally a BPD walking nightmare that is gonna destroy your life.
Dude, I'm actually hard as fuck.
But
dude.
listen,
Come on,
I'll
be
see.
real.
I'm gonna see her tonight. We're all going out to eat. I'll put in a
Wait,
bad word
drop
for
a
you.
word. Drop a word. Drop a
No,
word.
I'm not gonna drop a word. Don't you have to go see fucking Grace again because you're still obsessed with that girl?
I'm never seeing that woman again. I've canceled her. I've canceled her. Trust. We're not even doing it.
Is that the one who fucks her dad?
Well, no, that's the one who gets fucked by her dad. It's a little different, but
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm not gonna let you like talk shit about her here. If you want to like actually fight about it, I will. But
There is. You're like 125-3. Fuck, you're gonna fight.
nigga, keep coping. You don't know nothing about me, Wes.
Cancel her, ready to defend her honor? Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
Darius. We're all
sexy,
buying
man.
it.
Look at-
I don't give a fuck how sexy you are. You're sexy like a femboy. Shut the fuck up.
You'll see me soon. You'll change your tone in person.
Will I?
You will, nigga. Yeah, I'll see you this time. 2 months. Vegas.
You and Jessica can be standing next to each other, head to head.
Yep. Getting your ass beat.
Toddlers. Holy.
I'll see you soon.
I wish I was going to TwitchCon, man. I fucking love Vegas.
wait,
See,
why
we'll
aren't you
drop
going
a
to
word.
TwitchCon?
My best friend's wedding is that weekend.
Hell yeah.
That's a fucking weird lie. Okay.
It's why would I lie about that?
Why would that be a lie? That feels like a very reasonable
I
thing.
love Vegas. It's my favorite place in the world.
You have the lie is that you have a friend, Wes. Okay, we don't believe you.
I'm lucky. Yeah, it's kind of bullshit. I've been trying to sabotage his wedding for like 6 months. I keep like texting his girlfriend or his fiance from different numbers, telling her I'm in love with her, hoping she responds so I can send it to him. I'm never gonna get to go to TwitchCon.
You should try being a woman and doing it. Maybe you've got the wrong orientation.
Oh, I forgot.
Change up the strat.
Maybe she's secretly a lesbian.
She might be. You never know.
That's true. I didn't ponder that.
Wow. You didn't
I
think
just
of-
got my Penitent Greaves, Steven.
Penitent Greaves. Oh, good for you. I remember when I used to play Diablo 4, 5. I don't know which one it is.
You didn't get to 100, did you, Steven?
I think I got to like 70. I got bored.
Oh, you didn't die at least?
No, I didn't die.
That's the Chad way. It's just like, I'm bored of this shit. And
But
quit.
even for
That's what
like
I did.
even for a background game, it was pretty boring.
It sucks.
It was
It's
really
so
boring.
fucking
I think the whole issue was just like the loot is so underwhelming.
Yep. You have to, every time you leave a dungeon, you have to look at every item in your bag to see if it's in all. It's too much micromanagement dog shit.
If it doesn't stand out, I just ignore it. It's going to be an incremental upgrade.
Isn't
Fuck
that
it.
every Diablo game ever though? I mean,
I feel like this one, I could be wrong. I don't remember Diablo 3 as much, but it felt like the additives, the modifiers, whatever you call them, were just like very, I don't know, that like reduced damage from ranged enemy,
Secondary
reduced
stats,
damage, like
yeah.
all that random shit. Like it doesn't feel like fun, or I don't know.
Yeah. It's too much shit. Just give me like crit, dodge, health. Like make it fucking simple, dude. I don't need 14 secondaries. Oh, do 12% more damage to enemies when the sun is in the sky. Shut
Yeah,
the
or like
fuck up.
15% more damage to enemies that are frozen and vulnerable. It's like, bro, who the fuck? I don't know. Who's gonna keep track of this shit? I don't
Too
know.
much. Glad to see you're back to your dog shit factory games. Your autistic managements.
Problem?
Yes. It's, you know how bad it sucks watching a Destiny stream? I wish I was fucking Stevie Wonder. I'd enjoy it more.
I mean,
I
who
have to
wouldn't
look
enjoy
at this.
fucking Stevie Wonder? What do you mean? Is that
Because
am I
I'd
supposed to
be blind.
insulted?
I wouldn't have to watch you play these dog
Oh.
shit factory games.
I thought you meant like fucking Stevie Wonder, not like
Oh, I don't want to
being.
fuck Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
I just wish I was Stevie Wonder, so I can only hear you. You actively are sandbagging everyone's enjoyment with your factory games.
Wow.
So,
He's waking up. Don't worry. He's gonna wake up and come in here, and all of our minds are about to be blown by
I'm
whatever.
so excited.
By what he's
Okay.
coordinated.
Okay, I believe in him.
Who's the big ticket for today?
Destiny.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Besides you sitting there AFK playing your factory game and ignoring the whole show while your co-host tries to salvage it.
Damn! Damn!
Who did you like? Who are the big boys that are coming?
I'm coming right now.
Are you fucking my mom too?
Yeah, boy. I am. Yeah, boy.
I think that means it's you. It's you, Wes. That's all we got.
I'm not coming.
Is Vosh coming? I feel like that would be the most beautiful reuniting.
I'm drained of.
He's been
Have you
doing
ever-
panels with like fucking.
I
Wick
know
or
he
somebody,
has.
right? It's
Yeah,
weird.
yes.
I don't know how that crossover happened.
With who?
Is this politics heavy cast?
What? Yes. Wait,
Well, I
Wes,
mean-
what are you doing here?
No. Don't fucking laugh. Are you trolling?
Look, I'm
This is
here
a
for
recent
it.
Cast. I'd say half of them are politics, half of them are like whatever hodgepodge of clowns Karantos can scrape together in the last 14 minutes before the show starts. So I never know. I never know if it's going to be an intellectual battle or screaming.
These type of panels are always boring if you get too many of the politics Andes on it.
Yeah,
have to
you
have,
need
like,
a little
2 or
chaos.
3 at most. Yeah.
Yeah. You need like 2 of each side and then all chaos in the middle to shake shit up.
Wait, is this mic level better? I heard it was loud.
Why would
It
you
was
ever
fine
believe anybody
before.
that says your mic is loud? Your mic has never been loud ever.
Yeah, it's fine.
So somebody just lied.
Yeah, on the internet they can do that.
Oh
All the bums,
shit!
get out of here! All the bums, get out of here! Mind waves.
We're aiming
Fuck
for your
outta
job,
here.
bro. Get out of here. You get
Wes,
outta here.
Wes,
You're last-
roll yourself out of here, buddy.
You're old news,
Okay.
dude.
No.
Listen.
We're signing
Listen,
my
the only
engagement letter.
motherfuckers that are on is Eurodite and Lycan, and the rest of the motherfuckers.
I was signing my engagement letter with Steven. We're talking salary.
Wait, am I on?
Yes.
You better be coming on with Jordan Peterson, all right? That would be amazing. If you dropped in, you're like, sorry guys, I'm late. I got Jordan Peterson now on the call.
Yeah, what
I
was
just
the
woke up from the
delay?
greatest sleep, and guess what? In my sleep, niggas is on my dick. You're on my dick while I'm asleep. Relax, okay? You guys could get a turn. Just ask me nicely.
Karantos, I'm
Anyways,
married.
So I need to
Oh my
repeat
gosh.
myself. Mind waves. The fuck are you
Karantos,
offering
let's-
here?
tell-
Were
tell
you
us
saying
your
anything that was actually intelligible? Anything like that had any substance to it?
Bro, I
don't
know
what the fuck you're doing.
John Zirko wannabe isn't talking about
I know
intelligible.
for a
All right,
fact.
let's
I know for a
sit down.
Who the fuck are you a wannabe of? A retard? I know for a fact. Darius is not deaf in here as well. Every single person in this call. And you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I feel.
I
great.
sent you a message
You're hurting
saying
your
come
brain.
defend yourself, okay? I didn't say shit.
Yeah,
Okay, you
Kelly
know what,
Jean was
Kelly-
standing you. Kelly,
know what,
Kelly
Kelly-
Oh,
was
let's not go that
That- that-
far.
that-
I was
that's
trying
actually
to
why-
be neutral.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Kelly was
actually why-
neutralizing you.
Wait, who's talking shit? Raise your hand.
What?
Raise your hand. Who's talking shit? Wait, why? Are we afraid now? Who was talking shit?
Oh, I was
Stop
talking
fucking
shit.
pussies.
Me, Mind Waves, maybe
You
Wes. Maybe
fucking
I'm throwing
suck.
Wes under the bus.
You're a
Karantos,
clown.
where are the right wingers? You said that you had left and right here.
Wait, no, they're here. I swear you sounded like Chut for a second. What the fuck is going on? Wait. So Eurodite, Mind Waves. I'm saying anything that's like anybody that's actually important. Like I'm saying, what like Lil Steve wasn't talking shit about the show, right? Lil Steve, you like the show, correct?
He was being so nice. He was like,
He was?
Karantos is my best friend. He does such a good job.
That sounds like a little
Wait,
bit of
I could-
exaggeration. I said we were waiting for you to get here, and when you got here, it was gonna be glorious. That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're living in the glory.
It's not gonna be glorious because I know what you guys want. I know what you guys want. That video, by the way, August, you're a businessman. I know what you did with the title. I know how you set it up. Actually, I even enjoyed watching it. It's never gonna happen again. All you fucking assholes in chat, never gonna get another conversation like that again out of me. It's never gonna happen. Fuck that shit. But I did enjoy it. Anyways, I'm gonna go pray. And we'll start in like 10-15 minutes. Okay, you guys could go back to, munching on my booty. Eurodite, I'm sure you're gonna do great. Not because you'll actually do great, but because you'll just be voted on because, you're Eurodite and they like you.
Hey,
That's about it.
Karantos,
Wes,
have you,
I did I not tell you to roll your ass out of here? I don't know why you're still
Well,
talking.
fuck what you said.
I
The day you're
actually don't know why
important
you're
is
still
the day I
talking.
listen to you.
Okay.
Karantos, have you confirmed with everyone? Because some people dropped out, like
Uh,
saying he couldn't come.
Oh, yeah. I understand that we dropped out. You know what?
Have you got
Yeah.
enough people? Are you sure?
Yes, I have enough people. Yes.
All right.
Holy
Can
shit. I think I
you-
had a panel judging me on top of Lil Steve.
No,
Guys, it's
I'm
all
just
good.
asking because if I'm gonna get asked last minute, I'm covered in paint. I need to wash off, but that's good. It doesn't matter.
You don't need to wash
make
off.
It, make
You're
it.
fine.
Make
Come as
it.
you are.
Yes, I do. It's not the sexy kind. Okay? I'm just
Erudite,
making
leave,
things.
sexual harassment to me. Thank you.
What? I'm not taking any blame.
All right.
You have to,
Make a
you have to
Discord.
get a better
Karantos,
weight.
Make a
pick me.
Discord. Make a Discord. Make a Discord.
Okay.
Only if you come in your
Okay,
only if
the
you come in your paint.
And
Kelly.
invite everyone to it.
What's going on here, gang?
I would just like to remind the whole world real quickly also that just as a reminder, I believe the term is poetic justice. Coach Red Pill said that I would be killing myself within 10 years. So he actually got killed trying to cross the border into Romania. That would just be the funniest fucking thing in the entire fucking world. Fuck that guy. I hope is it the SB, what do they call him in Ukraine? Fuck that guy. Somebody knocked? Wait, my door? Really?
Karantos, what are you praying for? How to be a good host?
Wait, did I just get trolled?
Does
would
somebody
you pick
have
the
a
first time to
soundboard?
shit talk when he's here? He can't respond since he's not here. You really waited that long to get that zinger off, huh?
He's still in here. He hasn't fucking left. Usually,
He's
when
on-
I'm
he's
pray,
going
I'd
to
fucking
pray. He's on a
leave
mat
Discord, you know?
facing Mecca right now, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think
he's
his
praying.
headset's on.
Do you think he's got his headset on listening to your fucking drawl
He's
while
saying
he's
a bunch
praying?
of words in Arabic currently.
Washallah. My brother.
Dude needs to pray for a fucking alarm clock or something.
Oh boy, guys. Are we excited for tonight? Do we have a show for you?
I saw that Rob's gonna be on, I guess. I didn't even know that guy was still alive, dude.
If you got perms to the waiting room, join the waiting room. Jesus. How you doing, Lycan?
What's up, buddy?
You need to give like, you need to give people perms.
Wow, really, Kelly? Really? Is that true? Are you sure?
I need to be sarcastic.
Well, no, I was just checking. Because I didn't know how like my Discord worked or any of the setup or why the people weren't able to join the room. But
Yeah, but
if it's because they
Aerobite
need
doesn't have.
perms, then thank you, Kelly. Is there anything else I need to do? She does have perms. She just hasn't checked because she's a fucking bimbo.
Shut the fuck up.
No, that was.
Were you talking about me or Kelly?
I mean, both of you at this point, but
Jesus.
that time it was you in particular.
Damn.
Got her.
Way to talk behind my back. Like a bitch.
Well, no, I staggered the sentence so that you would
Intentionally?
hear me, shit talk you right as soon as you're gonna.
Brave. Very brave to do that on your large platform.
Lycan, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How you been?
Good to see you. I'm doing great.
Yeah? No fucking way, what?
What are you building?
So I
someone
bought
for
these
sure knocked.
Elgato mini lights, and
Everyone, do it.
What's going on here, gang?
I would just like to remind the whole world real. I think it was must have been outside. Well, hey guys, why is no one talking?
I'm
in
doing
silence, bro.
I'm setting up some stuff and just thinking.
What are you thinking about?
You know, I'm just thinking about. Have you heard about Unit 731?
Yeah, what about it?
I went down a rabbit hole with that today. I didn't like know much about it, so I like somebody was like made a Unit 731 joke the other day, and I had no idea what they were talking about. So I just like went down the rabbit hole about like how like the Soviets like tried to try them, and then America like pardoned a bunch of their like war crimes and stuff so that they could like get data and research. It's crazy. Do you know much about it?
Yeah, well, I think the worry was that the Soviets would get, if there was good data there, which I don't think there even was, but the worry was that I think the Soviets would get the data instead of the US, so we were kind of like angling for it.
Yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, reading like the experiments that they did, I feel like they're like, oh, it turns out when you expose naked humans to minus 50 degrees Celsius, they die. And you're like, whoa, no way, who knew? Or like, you know, if you blowtorch a child, it kills them. And you're like, wow, I'm so shocked to hear that.
It's, yeah, there's like some really fucked up, yeah. The problem I think with most of those types of experiments, it's the same thing with the Nazi ones too, is if you've ever actually read the research, it's the note keeping and everything, the data tracking was like abysmal. It was really bad. So I think a lot of the data ended up being basically like unusable.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like,
shit. Okay, also,
like the main guy, sorry.
I don't know how you did this. Your mic is loud. You did something now, okay? Fuck you.
I did nothing. I did nothing.
No, you did something. Yeah.
Nope, I did not. I touched nothing. All right, I'll drop it down.
Oh, never mind.
Is that better?
I understand the problem.
It's my annoying feminine voice.
No, it's
Sounds like your mother coming down the
you don't have
steps
any type
telling
of
you
it's a sensitive mic and you have any type of compression on it, right?
not through Discord, no. I have compression for my own stream, but yeah.
Oh. Gotcha. So you just are gonna agonize us but your stream is fine.
I can push to talk.
No, that's okay.
Are you sure? You seem real bothered by that.
Destiny, the data is invaluable. We still use it today. Like the Nazis found out how long you could stay in water before you died. I just remember reading the hypothermia experiments from the Nazis, and like the temperatures for the water for a lot of people weren't even like recorded well. There might have been some data that could have been used. I think there actually might have been some data that I think the military used for like parachuting or something, or like surviving in low atmosphere environments. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but I think for a lot of it was like garbage. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of those people were just kind of a little bit evil, maybe.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's actually really interesting to read some of the transcripts of like some of the guards and like the like low ranking people who came in and tested, and like their experience of like they were like I was reading this one guy like a translated version of this guy talking about like the first time he did like a live vivisection of a woman, and like him talking about like how within like 30 days he had performed the same surgery live on women, like screaming for like 5 times a day for like 30 days, and like how quickly he became like wholly immune to like any of like the suffering essentially that he was like enacting on people. It's like really crazy to see how like normal people move to like so capable of insane shit that you would think no one could do.
Yep. I mean, I streamed League of Legends for years, so
Yeah, those are definitely terrible.
League of Legends is pretty horrible. Okay, I'm just saying.
Destiny, how much you pay this guy Quiznos? I see some other numbers, a bunch of numbers flying around.
Uh-oh.
Is that sensitive?
It's weird. That information is not public.
Wow.
Do Darius and Straighter Raid need perms?
Darius shouldn't, because he's been here before, right?
Yeah, maybe he's being dumb.
Yeah. No, they both have perms. Sorry.
What do you think about these latest charges, Destiny? Any thoughts?
I've only read like 6 or 7 pages of the indictment so far, but I mean, yikes. Second set of federal charges. We still don't know the Georgia ones yet. Yeah, Trump is pretty fucked.
It's not looking good. These are the charges now. Crimes committed while president. Pretty alarming.
Conspiracy to defraud the United States.
That's crazy. That's a great
Yikes, fam.
Yeah.
Yikes.
If he gets all these charges, say he gets found guilty, can he still technically run?
Theoretically, you can run for president even from a jail cell, even from a federal prison.
He can be president.
Yes.
From
Even
prison
committing
too.
these specific types of crimes.
I
as
think
a
the
president
only one you
run.
can is like,
Yes.
isn't it like treason or sedition or something? Isn't there just like one or two?
Sedition.
I would hope treason would bar you from running as president, right? That makes
the
sense. But
well the 14th Amendment says that if you swore an oath to Congress and then you get guilty of being in an insurrection, then you can be prevented from holding federal office.
The problem is Trump just did such a perfect job of laying out like just such willful, malicious acts, you know? Like he can't claim ignorance when literally every single person around him was saying, bro, this shit is whack. And then he just goes out and publicly says over and over again, bro, this shit is not whack. And every single person around him was informing him the opposite. Like he's just so fucked. I feel like if at the end, if Trump was like, I'm literally only doing this to show you guys how absolutely batshit insane conservatives are and that they will literally defend any motherfucker to the end of the world, I'd respect it.
Well, he's got no chance to beat the charges. His only shot is to win the presidency and dismiss the charges or pardon himself. So it doesn't matter what he says. He has to win.
I don't think the U.S. would allow that. I don't think it would happen. But I mean, that might be his like theory right now. But
yeah, that's his working theory.
What an unbelievable fucking loser.
It's pretty wild. People will be reading about this like 100 years from now, and they'll be like, damn, what was it like to be alive during that time? And lucky us, we get to experience it.
Live, yeah. Hello, hello.
Let's see. Rob Noir or Noir, I don't know. Prime, Fabian.
Yep, they've all got roles. They just need to move on up.
Oh, come on, dude. Just fucking pull them up. Just give me cake.
Even if I'm coming, because I don't want, people got
Hey,
lives.
if you've got roles,
There he
move
is.
up to the keeper kick room. You should have them. You should see it above Destiny's room. Move on up.
To be able to rejoin if something happens, right?
So you just didn't want to pull them up, but you could do all of that shit.
I want them to. I'm about empowering people to work for themselves. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't. That sounded-
Okay. Oh, what? What you? Okay. Not even gonna bite. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that's it. We're only missing 2 people. This is easy. Hold up.
Hey, friends.
Who the fuck
How
were
you
they?
doing?
Oh, so it's a Twitch panel, but we get to vote people off the island.
Yeah, that's how the fucking show works. Wait, what? Yes, it's a Twitch panel, but you get to vote people off. True. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Not Twitch, right? I mean,
I have no idea what's going on. I'm just here, boys. Not even streaming.
Destiny's a terrorist or something, so you can't stream to Twitch. I can't remember what he did.
I am a terrorist.
Yeah.
Piss off Keffels. You know what he did.
True.
Oh, Voldemort. I can't say her name right. Did I get that gender
Whatever.
right? I hope.
I'm perma-banned on Twitter and I stream on Rumble. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
Not gonna stop me from saying the truth.
Bad
Oh my
boy,
God.
bad boy. What you gonna do?
It's like a market private.
Grift and be like a centrist or a leftist or something. I don't know. Then I don't want these problems.
That's true.
This is an all-star cast right here. My old friends Fabian and Rob is gonna be fun.
Yeah, last time I talked to you, you said you like to stay in your bubble. You didn't like to debate
Sure.
right wingers.
I don't like to get destroyed by you, Rob, so I'm very scared right now.
Well, I appreciate the kind words.
I haven't seen Mike in a very, very, very long time. Hope you're doing well.
Been a hot minute, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah. I checked your DMs. It's been 2 years, but yeah, thank you.
Hey, I hate
Why
to
do
be
I feel
rude.
like I've seen you since then?
Not to be rude, but for some reason on my Discord, maybe because your names are longer, the ladies in the center, I don't have your names and I don't know your names. So could you tell me what they are just so I'm not rude when I'm talking to you here?
Hey, ladies.
You can
Is
call
that-
me
is that
Yeah, you can call me Erudite or Kyla,
Erudite.
whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, Lycan, are you part of this episode?
I am now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, on the bottom, what was your name? I'm so sorry.
Oh, me? Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron. So
Hello.
Aaron, Knight and Aaron. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah, I think Aaron is the only person I haven't met here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Like, it's always good to start off like with introductions and be light and easy before I call you all idiots for your terrible opinions.
Damn.
Thanks.
I don't really see the need for pretenses.
Of course not, Scott.
I mean, like,
the first time you meet someone, it's usually you're berating them. Indeed.
I mean, not like strangers, just like, you know, streamers, right? Like you're like a certain you're a certain like special trash human. You know what I mean? Like I am so much nicer to like homeless people on the side of the road with like drug problems that like you know that are on the sex offender registry. Like however evil you can think of them, like you know what I mean? Like they deserve your respect, all right? But like not a fucking Twitch streamer. Like come on, man.
I really can't argue against that.
IRI, I'm going to see Offspring September in Pittsburgh. There's no chance you'll be there, is there?
I'll
buy you a beer if you're there.
I will not. I would say hi if I was, but no, I will not. That sounds fun.
It will be. My wife's a big fan. I also really like the Offspring, but it's one of my wife's absolute favorite bands. So I've never got a chance to see them. I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah.
That's some fancy jewelry you got there, right?
Dang. My friend just gave it to me.
Is this it? We got 7 duders, or are we waiting for anybody else?
No, we're waiting for one more.
Oh shit! You actually got Jordan? JP?
It's Jordan Peterson.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Does anybody know how this works?
Pete.
Thank God my room's
gonna like.
It's a Twitch poll
explain it,
panel,
like-
but people get voted off the island.
Yeah, who does the voting? I'm just curious.
Your mom.
I mean, then
So you're gonna win.
obviously I'm winning. I'm a
Yeah.
special boy. You know
Well,
what I mean? Like, come
depends on
on.
your relationship. I don't know if my mom voted if I would win. If I'm being totally honest.
Look, I love my mom. We don't have a great relationship. Probably vote.
Wait,
no.
hold on.
Holding. Yeah.
First,
We're all waiting.
First of all,
yes.
RIP to my Twitter account. You know what I mean? It got taken down.
Wait, was it for that
fucking tweet? Yes,
What did you
yes,
do?
it was for that exact tweet.
What was your
yes.
tweet? Spill the tea. What did you do?
It was him and the Black Klansman fucking thing. I can't believe you got
Post.
banned for that.
Exactly.
Oh.
I mean, shout out to all the fucking niggas on the subreddit celebrating it. I saw you guys. You know what I mean? Listen, it's okay.
Hey, listen.
Was it
Solidarity
you?
with fellow permaban Twitter accounts. All
Was
right?
it you in
don't
like
say that. Don't
a-
try to put me. No.
Was it you in like a KKK
Suspended.
hat or what? I didn't actually see the tweet. I've been away for like a week.
I was just playing off of the fucking Black Klansman fucking movie poster, and yes, the black dude was in a hood. Yes, but it's a fucking movie poster. If that movie poster was allowed, my shit should be allowed. I don't
agree.
know.
How many followers? How many followers do you have?
I had like 5,300.
Oh, okay. So you have to have 10,000. Then Elon Musk will know who you are, and a human
then
will
he'll
look at
give
your
a fuck.
account, and you'll get restored, right? But if you have under
True.
10,000, what happens is no human ever looks at your account, and it doesn't matter if what you did was right or wrong. It just goes through like a fucking AI, and then you're just permabanned or whatever based off of like whatever the AI decides.
True. I actually fucking believe you because when I submitted the appeal, like that shit hit me. With,
Yeah, you
like,
get it back like
awkward
2 hours later, and it's like a fucking
Yeah.
like obvious. Dude, I'm
Yep.
laughing so hard.
Q, I thought you got banned because you
Gosh,
posted
stop.
a picture of like a burning cross and then you said lit you say?
No.
Hey.
I honestly, I wish.
What a base tweet. Wait, do you have a copy of that tweet? Because that sounds like a fire tweet, literally.
I'll drop
I
it
got,
in chat if I
I got,
find it.
I got banned just for saying that you ought to be able to run over protesters that sit in front of your vehicle.
Jesus.
Damn.
Christ.
I mean, fucking, why not? Get the fuck out of the way.
True. First question, why not? Wait, I'm kidding.
You need to subscribe to the Destiny system morality. You cannot run them over unless they throw something at you first. So if you can bait them into throwing a Coke can at you, then you can run them over. Because then it's self-defense, okay?
What new form of consequentialism is this?
It's just the principle of self-defense. If somebody aggresses on you and you tell them, hey, if you throw that shit at me, I'm going to run you over. Well, if they throw the shit at you, they're consenting to being ran over. So
it is self-defense. It is self-defense.
Exactly.
They're kidnapping you.
Well, that's a stretch, but
Not if you're a libertarian.
True.
Right, Fabian?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hey,
I mean, you mean someone with an actual moral system as opposed to whim.
Wow.
Hey, Destiny, you and this gun in the background. Is this a statement? Is this like that one guy who has a holster is always on the show, or is this just?
The statement is that the shotgun's probably the nicest thing I own, so you better believe I'm gonna fucking show it off. That's the statement. I've got the blue hair to trigger the right, I got the guns to trigger the left. I just want everybody to hate me before I even open my fucking mouth.
Mission accomplished.
Haste. I'm triggered.
It's so not true.
What's not true?
He just wants both sides to go based. That's what he wants.
Okay.
You don't actually want them to hate you.
Yeah, you're a dirty fence sitter, Spoon. You can't decide on a side.
True.
Nazi enabler. On both.
No, he's a lefty.
Okay, speaking of Nazi enablers, I
Bullshit.
legit want to talk to somebody from Patriot Front. I'm trying to talk to somebody from Patriot Front. Because every time I see them, it's just like tons of right-wingers being like, fucking feds! See the khakis, fucking fat boys, glowies, motherfucker. And then the left are just like, fucking Nazis. Nazis are everywhere. And I never see these dudes talk to anybody. I just want to talk to them and see like how Nazi they are.
Yo, real talk.
Like what on a scale of 1 to 10, like how crazy are they?
Do you guys
do they just come off super fed? I don't know.
Do you guys think Fuentes is a fed?
I don't know enough about
Probably.
the guy.
To protect
met him.
himself, probably.
Did you see the footage of him at the at January 6th IRI?
No, what was he up to? Oh, I saw him like the night before screaming, standing on a car or some shit.
I think there's footage of him screaming like go in, go in, go in and shit. That's like pretty easily recorded.
Is he like Ray Epps? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no. What I'm wondering is if he made a deal to not go in, and if he is actually an informant, because I've heard that rumor a lot, and then and now I just recently saw some people discussing this clips. I didn't realize that there was like clear footage of Fuentes. I should go watch it myself instead of repeating. But apparently there's like clear footage of him telling people to like go in and shit, but he didn't do it himself.
I assume that if you're famous and you are in a space that is constantly infiltrated by federal agents, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like we know like January 6th Proud Boys, right? Like a majority of them were federal agents.
No, I don't think we know that.
What?
That's not
like,
true.
Bro, the majority of the people in courts, like, come on, let's be honest. The people that were breaking windows and shit outnumbered at least 2 to 3 by glows. It's
Sure,
just
you can
obvious
say
at this
that.
point. To anybody that just
it's obvious because you've said it many
proceedings.
times. I got it.
I mean, just okay.
How many FBI people do you think there are? Like, how many people work in the FBI?
It's not just the FBI, right? Like you have Capitol Police, which are like you have a lot of other people, all kind of like
You think the
involved
Capitol,
in some degree or another.
Capitol Police in
And I also
DC
don't
were
think-
doing long-term
Listen,
infiltration into
when I say-
right-wing groups?
Yeah, without a doubt. But I think also when I say feds, I'm also talking about just informants. I'm talking about people that get approached and they're
Okay,
like,
informants,
"Hey,
sure.
we're gonna get you in trouble, or we're gonna give you like $5,000 if you just like keep feeding us information occasionally." And then then there becomes this like corrupt kind of relationship that like feeds.
Yeah,
itself,
sure.
where
But
people
like,
kind of feel like they can get away with more
what
and more.
evidence do you have they were all informants, or most of them are informants?
Well, it's obvious. Just look at them. Boom.
Well, no,
Well, I thought they were
I'm like, I'm
BLM
not gonna-
guys first.
Right. I mean, if you want me to like compile a bunch of the court documents that have been publicly shared that I'm sure all of you have already read before and pretending like don't exist, then we can like maybe like grab those together later and we can show like the fact that like prosecutors had spies working on the defense team for the Proud Boys during ongoing trials, and were still there at like family events, informing on them to like try and weaken their defense. That like there are a ton of people that are unnamed. Like, I mean, like I feel like you guys are fucking with me and trolling or playing stupid if you like don't know that like the feds heavily infiltrated these organizations during January 6th and were instigating.
So the initial claim was the majority of the Proud Boys are feds. Then you changed it to the
I
majority
said,
of the people
like,
breaking
busting
windows
down
were
doors and
feds.
shit.
And yes, then you said the majority breaking windows were feds. Now you're saying that they were heavily infiltrated by feds. So I don't even know what the actual claim is at this point, but one of those might be correct, but all three of those are quite different.
Final claim is I'm not backing off. I'm not backing off of the second claim.
Okay.
Right. In any way, shape, or form. I said people busting down windows and shit in these groups. Yeah, they're probably all feds.
Was there even
Like,
one
do I
that
know
was
the exact
confirmed? Wait,
number?
was there a single one that was confirmed to be a fed that was breaking down a window or door?
No.
No.
What we have is this is what we know for sure. There was
Rob's about to
Capital
pivot
City-
to a totally different topic now, but that was a
We
pretty clear.
investigated ourselves and found nothing.
How do we weave Hillary into
That was
this?
just like that was such a clear and easy question. Because you're saying the majority of them that broke down windows and doors were feds. I'm just curious, has a single one been outed as a fed?
Several
So
of the
when I
people
say-
that we see that were most responsible.
There's
in
Rob
blatantly
doing the
breaking
pivot
windows
again. It was such an
weren't-
easy It was such an easy
Listen,
question.
we don't know who they were.
Okay, thank you. That's
We don't know who they are. What we know is
you
that
would
no,
listen a little more often. Maybe you'd learn something instead of going. I
we
wonder
don't
if
know
you
who
wanted
they-
to
listen.
know how to spell the name Burisma, but that's okay.
Right. We don't know who they are, but what we do know is that they're not. Is that they spoke to the FBI and they spoke to prosecutors, that they have immunity, that they're not being charged with any crimes, and for some reason their names aren't being put out there, which is what you
Okay.
do when you're protecting a Fed.
Well, let me ask you, what do you think Ray Epps' involvement was in all of this?
Uh-oh.
I feel like Ray Epps is like is a wild card, and the reason I think Ray Epps is a wild card is because there's like he seems to be a focal point for a lot of people, and I don't know if it's just all misinformation or if it's just really obvious. If the dude's just a kook that like decided to grift to the left, and like because he grifted towards to protect himself and be like, I'm actually love you guys, and then all of a sudden they love him because he's willing to like call out and be a witness for them. Or if the dude's just insane, he might be a Fed, right? I mean, it's just it's hard
Come
for
on.
me to like definitively know what Ray Epps is.
He's some old boomer, and who was he protecting himself from? The right?
Can you explain to me, RI, why
Prosecution?
he is the only? Can you explain to me,
Protecting
IRI?
himself from
Please.
fucking not
Fabian,
being held in
Fabian.
prison.
You know what I am
Fabian,
so excited
Fabian.
for? I am excited
I-
for a panel of straight autism.
I
for, like,
have a
next
question
2.5
for
hours.
RI.
I'm
Can
so
you explain to
excited for
me?
it.
Can you explain to me, RI, why Democrats and people like Adam Kissinger that were on the January 6th panel seem to want to go after everyone who illegally entered the Capitol as strongly as possible, except Ray Epps? He's the only one that they're like.
Yes, he
leave
didn't
the
go
poor man
in.
alone.
He didn't go into the
encouraged people-
Capitol.
He encouraged people to go in. He was.
Oh,
at
okay,
the
so
front
we're
line
moving the
when they-
goalposts. I see.
No, no,
So
no,
he didn't
no.
go inside. He stood on
No,
the
it's a-
sidewalk and said, "Let's go, charge!" And
2
he's
days in a row. So
responsible.
your argument is anyone who didn't physically enter, none of them should be prosecuted, even if
Oh,
they
I
told
see where we're
people to
going
go in.
here.
No,
Just
they're just not
curious.
the priority.
be,
Rob, they're just not the priority. The
prosecuted.
priority are those who went in and actually did stuff.
So the priorities are the
next priority
grandmas
would
that
be-
went on and didn't do anything
Oh
violent.
yeah,
not
just
people
grandmas.
that
Yeah,
instructed
yeah,
them to go in.
totally grandmas. Because we didn't
Were
all
those
see
people-
the footage where it was a
Okay.
ton of people between
Wait,
ages of
Wait a
fucking
minute, wait a
18
minute,
and 35 doing this
Rob,
shit.
wait a minute.
Serious
If you're
question.
talking about priorities, then that would mean that those people that I'm talking about, the grandmas, also wouldn't be priorities, correct?
Can I-
So
can
can
I
you
ask
explain
you-
why
No.
nonviolent people were
Death
arrested?
penalty.
Could I ask you
yeah,
a question
yeah,
just
yeah,
because I don't know
yeah.
much about the situation? Can I ask you one clarifying question, Rob?
Sure.
The guys who weren't prosecuted, were they really cute?
I don't think I guess that's subjective. Ray Epps looks like a normal older dude to me.
Okay, so no.
You,
I was gonna
Destiny,
say,
do you
have
think he
you
was
have you
cute?
considered pretty
Starting.
privilege?
This is already 6:35. Like, when does this show start?
Rob, what do you think about the fact that Ray Epps is like literally suing Fox News for like slander because they keep saying he was like an agent provocateur?
I don't give a shit about that at all. Why would I care?
No, but you don't think that like, do you think he should be doing that? Do you think it's bullshit? Do you think he's like delusional? Do you think he's a Fed? Like what?
I think
what does
if I
that say?
was do you think if he was a Fed that would be dispositive?
What? No, I'm asking you what you think about
Yeah,
him.
if he was a
but
Fed, he
doing a
wouldn't be
lawsuit.
just told you,
entering
I-
records into the court system. Yes, if he was a
not true
Fed,
at
he would
all.
not be
That's
doing
not
that.
true. That's not
That's
true at all.
absolutely
We'll
true.
see what so you're telling me you know beyond a shadow of a doubt because he's allegedly filing this lawsuit that he didn't cooperate with the feds in any way whatsoever.
No,
That's
no, no.
what
There's a
you're telling
difference between cooperating with the feds
Oh.
and being a Fed.
me. Define being a Fed.
When you say being a Fed, in this case, you're saying that Ray Epps was there to be a provocateur and to foment this riot. To
So
contribute
just to be clear then, when Destiny asked if Nick Fuentes was a Fed, you're definitively saying no because Destiny clearly in saying Fed meant someone that got caught there and then decided to cooperate with federal investigators.
Hold up. you're playing such a dirty and disingenuous game. When I ask if somebody is a Fed, the implication is that
you can't say someone's playing a dirty game because they call out inconsistencies. What is this leftist rhetoric bullshit?
I don't know how this leftist rhetoric, but I was in the middle of explaining it before your brain caught up to my last sentence and decided to interject, okay? So, super obvious. Whether or not you're a Fed is if you are a federal informant or you're working in some way to foment something before the event itself. So if you get caught doing something in a bad event and then the feds flip you and now you're a Fed, for the next event you might be a Fed, but you wouldn't be considered a Fed for that event. Fuentes wouldn't be, when I asked, do you think Fuentes is a Fed? I wasn't asking, was he a Fed for January 6th? I was asking if the FBI cut a deal with him to turn in people afterwards to prevent him from being prosecuted. Does that make sense?
Wait. You're saying the Fed thing is like a new thing? I've been hearing like he's like evidence of him being a Fed or informant for like way longer.
It's maybe I don't know. But I never know.
After January 6th.
Sure, but I've never heard of I've never heard of those like substantiated. Other than people on the right like to say that everybody's a Fed on the right for some reason. All the far right people say literally every other far right person is a federal informant. But the January 6th stuff was the most compelling stuff that I saw or that I heard discussed, where there's clear footage of Fuentes apparently telling people to go inside and everything, and he's on camera and it's obviously him doing it, but he didn't seem to get in trouble at all for it, which I thought was interesting.
Well, of course, the right thinks everyone is a Fed because I think every right winger knows if they're on a Telegram, if they're on a Discord, that is dissident, anti-government, anti-establishment in some way. They basically know there are going to be federal agents there, right? And if you're in a left-wing space, there may or may not be, right? And I think that so I mean,
wait, why would that?
Yes,
how does it even logically
hyperbolic.
follow? Weren't there Feds involved with like Malcolm X and MLK? Like, what do you mean there are no left-wing Feds? What does that mean?
Literally, there's a
not
lawsuit happening now from a left-wing group that got infiltrated by the feds, and they're like going through their electronic documents.
Right. So I said may or may not be, right?
Well, you made it sound like if you're on the far right, there's absolutely going to be Feds, but if you're on the far left, there's not.
Yeah, there's
plenty. No, I didn't say that. I'm saying it just depends if you're on the far left. When you're on the far, like the feds have a specific
You're just restating what I said. That they would go after people on the far right, but not necessarily people on the far left. That's what I heard. It sounds like you keep restating.
Not necessarily. There you go. Yes,
okay.
That you can be in like a commie place that organizes protests, right? And there may not be a federal agent there. But if you are in, I don't know, Look Ahead for America's Discord before it got taken down by magically because it violated Discord TOS, the people that can't catch a pedophile to save their lives when they're given receipts emailed to them constantly. If you're in that Discord, there's going to be some feds here, right? And so when there's 1,000 people here,
why
and
would you even draw the comparison
between
catching a pedophile and Discord TOS? That's so strange how your mind works. Is it all like the same agency to you?
No, I'm just saying.
Do you think that the DOJ is in charge of pressing TOS charges against Discord servers? How are these things connected at all in your head?
Yeah, I know. I what I'm saying is that Discord is notoriously bad for finding people that violate TOS, and yet they are notoriously good for finding and shutting down Discord servers that talk about COVID and have medical misinformation.
Hold on, guys.
Or do protests.
Guys, stop. Let's start the show, and then you could carry on this conversation if you'd want. Okay?
Well, but then I'm not allowed to talk anymore, so fuck you. I'm just kidding. Wait, I messaged
honestly,
Counterpoints, but he's not.
You could jump in if you want. You could jump in if you want.
No,
From
I'm
time
not
to
doing
time.
Dude,
as long
I
as
know what the format of this is.
You could argue with them.
When is Peterson coming? Is he going to be here soon?
I mean, by Peterson, you mean Counterpoints, then I don't know. Maybe soon. Anyways, let's start the fucking show, ladies and gentlemen. While I do my intro, please, no interruptions, okay? Thank you very much. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 9 of Kick or Keep. Today is a special one, ladies and gentlemen. We have 7 great, wonderful, amazing, talented, just the best people competing head-to-head in an elimination-style debate show where you, the audience, gets to decide who we kick and who we keep. The rules of the show are very simple, right? You'll be given a topic. You'll have 25 minutes.
While he's explaining this, I love you, YouTube. I'm switching over to
Once the
Kick,
timer gets
okay?
to 0, a straw poll will be put in Kick chat.
Kick.com/Destiny. Be careful, guys.
The
I love you.
contestant with the highest amount of votes gets to decide who to kick and who to keep between the 2 lowest voted contestants, right? Remember that. Chat only votes for the person that gets to decide who to kick and who to keep between the 2 lowest voted contestants.